Hello everybody, this is Miss Dennis, and today we are going to practice using three-dimensional forms to draw a turkey. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to start off with is just a little circle. Okay, it's smaller than my paper. And I'm going to leave a little bit of space at the bottom. Just going around tracing that circle. Okay. So we want instead of for this to be a flat circle, we want it to be a sphere. S-P-H-E-R-E. So the tools that we're going to use to make it look three-dimensional are our pencils, and this is called a blending stump. And this is not a pencil, it's just a wrapped up piece of paper, like newsprint, and it helps blend out when we are shading something in. So what I want to start off with, I'm going to make it look like the light is coming from this direction. And so the opposite side, almost like a crescent moon, will be darkened in. So I'm going to use the side of my pencil, and I'm going to evenly, shade it in. And you'll often see me rotate my paper so that I can get a better, more even color on there. Just a little bit right here. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our blending stump. Now you can get these at on Amazon. You can get them on from Michael's, Hobby Lobby. So you hold it like a pencil, and you're just going to very small strokes. You'll see that it kind of blends it a little bit together. If it doesn't look like it's blending, it might be that you don't have it on the side right here, flush with that, or it could be that you didn't put enough pencil on there. Sometimes that's a bit of the problem. And I'm going pretty quickly here. Sometimes I do long strokes, sometimes I actually do small circles, like this. And that really pushes the pencil into the paper. Now we have a dark and a light here. We want to smooth that out a little bit. So without applying any more, we'll just come along this line here. And blend it like this. And that just makes it gradual. We're still continuing sort of that arc that we have here. So now we have 1, 2, 3 different values. And if you need a fourth one, you can go back with your pencil, again, and just on the edge, lightly go and go over. I'm just adding another layer. I'm not pressing down any harder than I did before. I'm still using the side of my pencil. So you can see like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can soften the edges a little bit. Okay. And so we have our first sphere, like that. I know it's a little bit hard with the lights, overhead lights, but so that's kind of what it looks like. Okay. And you can also pull that under a little bit more like that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do the neck for the turkey. So kind of not straight up, but at a diagonal. I'm going to start off with a circle for the turkey's head. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to be adding some and taking away some of what we have. I think maybe my circle needs to be bigger. Okay. And like that. We have a large sphere and a small sphere. Okay. Now we're going to draw what's going to resemble like a cone for the neck. Now it sort of looks like a, what do you call it? Ice cream cone. So this line right here we're going to erase. Oops, because we're overlapping. So we want these shapes to look like they belong together. Do the same thing here. So we have the shadow here, the light is still coming this way, so that means that this side of our cone will be blended, and we're going to use those small circles that we were using before to sort of smooth it down like this. Small circles work really well whenever you have a small area to cover. And then we can pull. Notice that I'm doing sort of like this motion to pull. I want it to curve and pull in some of this pencil that's already there. So it's curving like the front of a cone would curve. You can kind of okay. So the next thing that we're going to do right about here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let me get my we're going to do our beak. So the beak is also going to be sort of like a cone. Sort of like that. We're going to do this from the side, and we're going to have that open. Those are his nostrils. I'm going to go ahead and put an eye right here. And I'm going to shade that in all the way. And then I'm going to take the back of my pencil, create a little reflection, making that eye a little cute for my turkey. Now I know that this turkey is not what you would say hyper realistic, but it's just a bit of fun practicing our 3D forms and some shading. So now I'm going to do the I'm not even sure what this is called. My students today said it was the gobbler. I don't know what that. Do this. Hey.